Welcome to the Powerful Comicsman podcast. This is Jerald Dorado, and we continue our 40 Life Wisdom at 40 series. We have entered the final 10 entries for this, and it's amazing. But before we continue, let me just tell you about Miyucha Lux Cakes. Miyucha Lux Cakes is our online pastry shop. They're all vegan. It's an all vegan store. The best vegan and also non-vegan. Well, vegan or non-vegan, this is the best. That's what I wanted to say. The best cakes, cookies, pastries, desserts. We're at hello.miucha on Instagram and Facebook. That's HELLO.MIUCCIA. I've gotten really good in uh, in saying all of those things to fit in our intro song. Anyway, we're also online. All of the episodes in this series are available at www.comicsman.com/40lifewisdom at 40. Okay, so if you want to follow the series, or you just discover this, all of the episodes are gonna be there. Okay, so share it to your friends and repeat everything as much as you want, as you need. And with that, let's now move on to the first of the last 10 episodes in the series. I never even imagined doing anything remotely similar to this in my entire life. And this is actually a very, actually very exhausting but very fulfilling project that I started. And hopefully more people can listen and learn, or I don't know, take anything from these things that I'm sharing in the series. But okay, let's go on with number 31. There you go. 31. Your first agenda is to start. Duh. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Of course, that's obvious. But sometimes you need to be reminded by this constantly that we just finished talking about tardiness and procrastination in the last episode, and um, this is a key into solving that. You just need to start. You just need to drag yourself to to do whatever it needs for you to get out of the slump. If you want to draw, then you would need to pick up a paper and a pen, or your digital tablet, and draw the first lines. If you want to play basketball, you need to dress up. Dress up, or if you don't want to dress up, go to the court, pick up a ball, start dribbling. If you want to exercise, pick yourself up, stand up, get off your butt, and go outside. Do it one step at a time. Go outside, start walking, warm up a little bit, then pace yourself, and then start jogging slowly but surely, or start lifting weights. um the Start with the light ones if you can't, if you can't if you can't lift heavy heavy weights yet, but you have to start somewhere. And that act of starting is uh, is really powerful because sometimes we tend, or most people tend to dream. Uh, well, every one of us would have a dream. Okay, everybody would want a good life for you and your family. You want that. We all want that. But the difference is, first, not everybody can not everybody thinks pala. Not everybody thinks that they can achieve their dream. Okay, okay, so that's a filter already. We have talked about that earlier in the early episodes, so you can go look for that. Uh, but the second thing is, you just don't, you think you can, you already think you can be rich, you can get a better job, you can start a business. But the second thing that's gonna happen, it's gonna prevent you from doing that, is procrastination, tardiness, and the only key to fight against tardiness is stop being lazy, stop being tardy. So you have to start. You just need to drag yourself. It's that simple. It's that simple. I know it's hard because I struggle with this too. Diba? I know it's hard. This will take discipline, and but it is always worth it when you when you finally get to do something. Finally, uh, because the thing about about doing something or starting a project, it is also it is also it can also be addicting. That's why there are billionaires who, or extremely rich people who can't stop working. That they're addicted to what they do. They're addicted to making money. They're addicted to power. Those things can be addicting too. Addiction can apply to everything, whether it's productive or not. If it's constructive or destructive, addiction is addiction. But addiction, no matter how good it is, even if you're making money, it will ultimately deteriorate into a bad thing because in order for you to do these things, get as much money as you want, you would need to make sacrifices. And most of the time, those sacrifices will be your personal relationships, your ability to parent, to be a husband or wife. Those are the things that will suffer. So you would still need balance. But we're not we're not gonna talk about that in this episode. We're just gonna focus on starting because we always hear this. Again, this is we have heard this way too often to take it seriously, I think, or at least most people do. Um, Nike, ever since we're kids. Um, I was born in the 80s, so that's when the Nike started booming. Lived through the Michael Jordan era. Just do it. So just do it. That's the motto, diba? And the thing is, it's true. The thing is, you can do anything. Uh, Success is not guaranteed at all. That's not what it means. Okay, just do it. But failure, like I said in the in the previous episodes too, is always an option. But failure would be the only option if you fail to start anything at all. If you want to lose weight, you never start exercising, eating better food, then you will not lose weight. That's just how it is. Okay? Unless you get sick and you don't want that. You want to lose weight in a healthy way. So, if you want to start a business, you would need to plan. Some of you would say planning should be the first agenda. But planning, you can't plan if you don't start planning, right? If you don't, let's say you want to set up a business, you have to, let's say, a bake shop, right? So you you can't buy a bake shop. Oh, you would have to first learn how to bake. Second, you would need to love baking. Third, you would need suppliers, you would need equipment, and those things you would need the research to get those. The right equipment, the right people, the right partners. Those are planning, and you can't find these people if you don't start. Let's say you can't find a partner if you don't start looking for one. So you're still gonna have to start. Starting is still the first thing you need to do. Obviously, duh, right? But the thing is, you you have sometimes you'd have to drag yourself to start doing something. The initial title that I had for this episode was actually something goes like, drawing is the easy part. Starting a drawing is so much harder, or something like that. But it's too long. It's not that catchy, and not everybody draws too. So I opted to use a simpler title and more universal, which is your first agenda is to start. Uh, but I wanted to use drawing as an example because I think it perfectly demonstrates that. Another aspect of this, because sometimes you already have the skills to do whatever shit you want to accomplish. Uh, Drawing, if you want to draw something, then if you have been an artist your entire life like me, and you want to draw something, then chances are you'd be able to draw anything already if you have become um, an expert artist. One way or another, you'd be able to draw anything. But if you can't draw anything, if you don't know, if you do not have a subject, what what is the subject? Is it a person? If it's a person, is he male or female? What what is he doing? What is she wearing? Um, is there what's happening? Where is she located? What is the location of the drawing? What is his expression? 'Di ba? Mga ganun. Those are details that would make up the story of your drawing. And if you do not have that, what kind of emotion do you want to achieve with that drawing? Those are questions that you need to answer first before you draw anything. Because once you plotted that in your head, the actual strokes, the actual line strokes, the actual rendering, the actual composition, those come real easy. diba? You can also use this example. Let's say uh, during karaoke sessions, because I also sing. I think I've mentioned that before. I also sing, and sometimes there was a time when uh, doing karaoke was really popular in my circle of friends, and I would have a playlist, a karaoke set list ready, so that I could sing. I wouldn't have to pick from the book or whatever, from the list of the songs, diba? And I have memorized a few numbers for song numbers for the number that you punch in for the song. I have memorized several of those. Those are my go-to songs, diba? Pero sometimes you forget what do you want what do I want to sing, diba? Kasi you don't want to sing the same songs all the time. It gets boring. So yeah, sometimes you would hear a song and think, "Oh, I'm gonna sing this in the karaoke next time. This would be a fun song, diba?" And then you get blanked and not not be able to think it up at the moment when you need it. Diba? If you do the same thing when you're playing a guitar, when you're drinking with your friends, you have a guitar, you don't know what to play. But when you're alone, you just play. It just comes more naturally. And those are just examples, diba? If you don't know what to do, then you can't do it. And this would apply on any project you want to start. And sometimes all you need is to just just stand up. Just stand up. Just stand up. Just drag yourself in front of your desk. Sit down. Turn on the PC. Do not click on the Facebook icon on your phone's app. Um, and just get to work. Do not be distracted. Diba? It's That's another thing. It's another point. We get distracted. We get we get lured into, I don't know what causes it, into into doing things that are pleasurable. Some people downright uh, avoid work. Those people are not gonna succeed. Okay, don't be you don't want to be those kinds of people. I guarantee you they're not gonna succeed. Uh, because people who succeed are those who pursue doing hard things. Those who pursue uh, risks, making things a lot more interesting um, than what the client expected, diba? Or the audience expected. That's why once in a while we get breakout stars, because we are seeing something new from this artist, or from this director, or this singer, diba? We feel something different. We feel a different kind of artistry. We feel a different taste in in their cakes, in their food. It's just better with that company, diba? May mga ganun eh. And innovations, innovations are one way to to uh, to guarantee success. But of course, syempre kasama dyan yung management ng kumpanya, of course, but that's a different topic. Pero if you want to lead an industry, innovating is one way to do it. Like let's say Elon Musk, like let's say Amazon, diba? Or Apple. So, but then again, these are ideas. These things start from ideas, and ideas need action. And to to create action, you would start. You would need to start by getting up your ass and actually working. And you know what? This is the best thing about this is that it's very this is one of the rare things that the effort you need to begin is very easy. Kumbaga, it's one of the easiest things to do. Kasi starting from zero is not hard at all kasi you don't have anything to work on yet. You're still just thinking. It gets harder when as you go further, of course, but the actual the actual act of dragging yourself from bed to the workplace is almost takes zero effort at all. Dragging yourself to think, dragging yourself to make that first line, that first stroke, or sing that first note, diba? Those are those are really low effort activities that have big big payouts. It's probably the only thing that's like that. Diba? And uh, it just makes you feel good if you get to start. It gets harder later on, but starting is relatively easy. All you need to have is guts, and it's a combination of again, this might be an issue of worthiness. Are you are you if you want to, let's say, uh if you want, let's say, record a song, is it you might think, why am I gonna record a song? I'm not popular, diba? I'm not that good. Maybe it's a worthiness issue, but again, you are worthy, diba? Why not you? Why not you? Ask that. I've discussed that on the previous episodes. Look for it. Um, I think it's number four. It's number four in our 40 life wisdom at 40. Yun. Just start. Whatever issues that you have, get over it. Get over it. You have no choice. Otherwise, then you would have to live live through your life without knowing if could have it if it could have had succeeded. But you know what? Practice these things in little things, like a sketch. If you're an artist, just sketch. Diba? If you're a singer, just sing, keep playing. If you're a cook, keep cooking, keep coming up with the recipes. If you're, I don't know, whatever it is that you do, start start with the little things. Especially if you're young, diba? Take it one step at a time. But the first agenda is to start. All right, Powerful Comics Man podcast.